Hello everyone, welcome back to another problem tutorial from our Chapter 5 tutorial series for Financial Management course BUS 223. In this video we're going to be looking at the last and final problem that we have selected for you for this chapter, problem number 68. And it says if investors are to earn a 3% real interest rate, what nominal interest rate must they earn if the inflation rate is A, 0, B, 4%, or C, 6%. Okay, so we do have three scenarios here, but let me first quickly remind you of the relationship between nominal interest rates and real interest rates. We do have a formula for that, and the formula is 1 plus nominal rates equals 1 plus real rates or real interest rates multiplied by 1 plus inflation rates. Okay, so for A, we want to find 1 plus the nominal rates knowing that the real rate is 0.03 and the inflation rate is 1 plus 0.0, right? Because the first scenario says that the inflation rate is expected to be 0. Okay? So this whole term is basically going to be cancelled in this scenario, right? Because anything multiplied by 1, because 1 plus 0, that is 1, anything multiplied by 1 is going to be the same number, right? So this is going to equal 1.03. Okay, so 1 plus the nominal rate and that means the nominal rate in this case is going to equal 1.03 minus 1, which is equal to 0.03, which is equal to 3%. And it makes sense, right? If the inflation is expected to be 0, then we expect the nominal interest rate to be the same as the real interest rate. Okay? But I wanted to show you the full solution just so you can get the hang of it. Now let's move to the second scenario, B. 1 plus nominal rate is going to equal 1 plus 0.03, which is the real interest rate, multiplied by 1 plus the inflation rate in this scenario, which is 4%, so 0.04. Okay? Turn to our calculators, open a bracket, 1 plus 0.03, close the bracket, multiplied by 1 plus 0.04, and close the other bracket. That is 1.0712, which means that the nominal rate is going to equal 1.0712 minus 1, which is equal to 0.0712, which is equal to 7.12%. Okay? So that means if inflation is expected to be at 4%, investors need to generate 7.12% in nominal rates in order to achieve a real interest rate of 3%. Okay? Last scenario, C. 1 plus nominal rate is going to equal 1 plus the real interest rate multiplied by 1 plus the inflation rate in this scenario, which is 6%. Okay, so 0.06. All right, using a calculator, I'll just go back to my previous formula and adjust it to 6% instead of the 4 that we used for the previous part, and that gives me 1.0918, okay, which means that the nominal rate is going to equal 1.098918 minus 1, okay, which is equal to 0.0918, which is equal to 9.18%. Okay. Again, that means that if the investors are generating a nominal rate of 9.18% and the inflation rate is at 6%, they are only generating 3% in real interest returns or real returns. Okay. And notice how the higher the inflation, okay, the higher the nominal rate that the investors need to generate in order to achieve the same real returns of 3%. All right. I hope that you found this video useful. This is how you solve problem number 68, the last problem we have selected for this chapter. If you still have any questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comments. And until I see you in another problem tutorial series, keep on learning, and I wish you the best of luck. Take care.